Jeff from Shelby County, you're with us tonight. We appreciate your call. How can we help?
Yes, excuse me. I bought a CPAP machine, and it's been a few months ago. I've had a couple of others in the past and was unable to use them because of claustrophobia and different things like that. But I got this one. It worked great. I was feeling fantastic because I was basically got hooked on using this machine. And then I go in to get a part one day, and they give me a piece of paper and tell me not to use this machine anymore until I talk with these people, and they went into the phone thing and all how it can hurt you. My question to you is what do I do now that I have a machine that I cannot use? And also, I have no idea whether this is caused by this or not, but I have had a respiratory problem for about a month that I can't get rid of. I don't know if this has anything to do with that or not, but what should I do at this point in time?
Sure. So, Jeff, first I would encourage you to get to a doctor, have them check you out. If you aren't sure what type of doctor to go to outside of just a primary care provider, I would suggest looking at going to a pulmonologist, but it might help for insurance purposes. Go to your primary care doctor first. Have them refer you to a pulmonologist that will have the technology and ability to really look at what's going on in your respiratory system and take into account that you do have one of these CPAP machines. I would also recommend that, you know, when you're speaking to your doctor, and whichever doctor it was that gave you the prescription for a CPAP machine, talk to them about whether or not you should consider switching CPAP machines to one that is not subject to the recall, and hopefully there's one out there for you.
And Kelly, I want to make sure that this point is clear. The lawsuit that we were talking about earlier is just for the machine itself, just to replace or repair your machine. If you've been sick, if you feel like you've been harmed physically by this machine, you're having respiratory problems, that's a different situation. Can I talk to everyone about what changes if you think you've been injured by the machine?
Right, right, and thank you for bringing that up, Kirby. So the class that I mentioned earlier, that is truly for your consumer type claims. That's why I had mentioned you want to keep your financial documents, things like that. If you start having respiratory problems, or you start having major lung problems, you start feeling bad, and there's no other reason for it that you can really think of, that's when you've got a personal injury claim that needs to be checked out by a lawyer, okay? So at that point, you want to reach out to us. You want to reach out to your doctor. You obviously want to make sure you're getting the treatment that you need for whatever is going on. But once you get that treatment, certainly if the doctor says, yeah, something's going on in your lungs that you didn't have before, reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to talk to you. Even if the answer is, hey, yeah, let's look at your medical records. Let's sit down, let's talk. And if it's not something that is going to be related, we'll tell you. But it's better to be prudent on the front end than to miss a chance.
Making that distinction, I think, is very, very key. So thank you both for that.